So a lot of the mystics talk about the Akashic field, that there's like sort of a field of where there's like almost like a stored memory of everything that's ever happened or something that you can tap into. I don't know. I don't really understand that, but I do feel like feeling like there is this sort of essence in the universe that you could tap into. And I've been trying to tap into that a lot lately because there's been a lot of confusion in the world, and I'm trying to be clear minded about what I want to do, where I want to go, etc. And there's decisions that need to be made about different offers. And so I'm trying to like just tap into a higher power and just pray about the best forward movement to make and decisions in my life. And then I do the right thing, I go to the right places, you know, I follow the right path. Because sometimes it just feels like things are just so haphazard, you know? And I want there to be like a fine line of making sense of what you're supposed to do. So, with that in mind, I will now tap into the cosmic field. So, like, for whatever reason in my life, I feel like I've sort of put up with a lot of crap from people in my life. Um, I don't really know why. I mean, when I think about like spoiled people, it's like I think spoiled people are really annoying. But then on the other end of the spectrum, there's people that put up with too much, and I think I'm one of those people that put up with too much bullshit. And so it's like you're the guy who like people go, oh, he'll do it, you know, he's not, doing anything important, you know, call him, you know what I mean? Um, so I'm sort of opting out on things now. Where I would have been a yes man before, I'm kind of a no man right now. Um, Basically, I'm at a time in my life where a lot of times I'm having a hard time making decisions about if I get an offer to do one thing, I feel like I might be missing out on something else, and I don't know if I'm making the right decisions a lot. I just don't know. Um, I really wanted to go on this camping trip, and then instead I went to LA to try to stuff that didn't really work out. But then I did I went to like a house party at my friend's house. That was pretty cool. And I saw another friend who's moving out of town, and I saw another friend who was in the hospital. Um, but I don't know. It wasn't the best visit. I just feel kind of like I need to get better at being assertive and making the right decisions about things and making wise decisions and feeling confident about what if I don't want to do something or if I do want to do something, just feeling like it's the right decision. Like I'm making the right decision, it's coming from my heart, you know, and I guess even if you make the wrong decision, it's just a learning experience. But I'm kind of tired of feeling like I made the wrong decision. And I want to just feel like everything happens for a reason. But I feel like I felt like that for so long. And so I would just kind of let things happen in a sort of fatalistic way where things would just kind of like compound and, okay, well, I guess the wind's blowing this way, so I'm supposed to go that way. Or like, so in a way, I'm kind of been living like Lao Tzu, like very temporarily everywhere, very without sort of any form of permanent platform, I guess you could say, or permanent stability, I guess you could say. And I don't know. I guess it's just hard after a while. So I'm trying to figure out my next step, and you know, I've been thinking about Austin, Texas, and basically, when my friend said that he was moving back near Tyler, Texas, a little bit outside of Tyler, Texas, I was like, oh man, that'd be cool to go out that way because it's not that far from Dallas. It's a few hours from Austin. And it's cheaper rent, so it would be like a way to kind of inch towards that area. But I had also been thinking about going back to school here in Sonoma County. But I think that like I'm not I'm not terribly excited about staying in my hometown, even though there's a lot of cool people here. And so it makes me very confused about what to do. Because there's certain people that are really dear to my heart here. And I keep saying, yeah, I think I'm going to stay here. And then I kind of end up not staying here. And so I just feel like maybe they think I'm just flaky, you know? Um, I don't know. I just feel very nomady and I don't know what to do about it. I can't imagine not being nomady because I like to see different parts of the world. I can't imagine just staying in one place for a long time. I mean, I actually stayed in Washington for 2 years, give or take a few like trips to California here and there. I mean, one of the trips to California, like in 2022, was a month long because I went to my aunt's funeral in addition to the other stuff that I was there for. So, but besides that, I really just stayed put in Washington for 2 years, and in a way, it felt kind of nice to be in one place like that. But I didn't know that many people in Washington. But I did have my two brothers there, and that was nice. Um, I think sometimes I want to go like somewhere where like I might know like one or two people, but just kind of start over again. You know, like when you go and you don't know anyone, it's like almost too lonely. But if you just know like one or two people, it's kind of nice because like you know I don't know. And so this friend of mine who's moving out that way, like I think he's really cool. He's a comedian, and he wants to host some comedian nights out there. And I want to try my hand at comedy a little bit in a way that feels comfortable. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I sort of got this like um, suggestion that I should stay with a friend of mine who just got out of the hospital in Los Angeles, and somebody would pay me to go back there, and a little stipend on top of it to stay with her for a week. And it's just that there's some complicated things about it. So I don't really want to do it, but I also feel like kind of an asshole for not doing it. So That's why there's a lot of confusion, because a lot of times I get these offers to do certain things and I don't know to say yes or no. And so that's why I get really into consulting the Akashic field, or like um, just the wise higher power, to try to figure it out. But I think my soul has been tired for a long time, because it's almost like I want my own place where I can just hunker down and be somewhere for a while, you know. So I'm almost thinking, like, if I like Texas, maybe I could buy some little house there or something. Just kind of hunker down there for a while. But then I don't know. Sometimes I like being around family in California, but like I'm not gonna buy a house in Sonoma County where it's like $500,000 gets you like hardly nothing. So I don't know. Everything is just confusing to me right now. There's a lot of options, but it's just hard for me to make the right decision. Do I buy a car? Do I not buy a car? Do I travel to Asia again? Do I travel to Europe? It's just like I don't know how people make decisions. It's like I get so confused about things. Anyway, that's why I like to play my guitar, because then it's just straightforward.